Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane, and in this video we are going to wrap up the month of June, look at all of the dividends and options received, kind of put a bow on that one. Now, if you are new to the channel, on this channel we focus on dividend growth investing. That's really what we do here. And if you are a viewer who has been here for a while, either way, if you could take a couple of seconds and hit all of the buttons down below and help the channel grow, hit that thumbs up button down below, hit the subscribe button, join us on this journey to financial freedom, join the Vested Interest community, click the notification bell so you're notified whenever I put out any new content. I do this video series once a month where we wrap up the previous month. Sometimes we do it as we exit the month. I also do a stock pick of the day series Monday through Thursday whenever the market's open. We take a look at a company stock that's pulled back on the day. I do a portfolio update every Sunday. So another reason, hit that notification bell down below. Very special thank you to the viewers and subscribers of the channel. The channel continues to grow because of people like you, so really do appreciate that. A couple other things, if you could watch the videos to the end. Watch time is one of the metrics that the YouTube algorithm looks at, and share with anyone you think that might find value in the content. Don't forget to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video, what dividends you received, what companies paid you in the month of June, and are you in any options? What options are you running? Would love to hear from you in the comment section down below. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. Let's look at the dividends first here, and we started receiving dividends on the 2nd, Monday here, from Kroger, ticker KR, out of the consumer staples sector at $32.90 they paid us for the month of June here. I have not been adding to Kroger, but would love to add to this one back in the mid to low 50s. Enbridge paid us on the 3rd, $141.26, ticker EMB, out of the energy sector, another one that I have not really been adding to recently. Also on the 3rd, American Waterworks. This was our last payment. I'd like to add this one back into the portfolio, but we did sell out of this position. We rolled those funds into United Healthcare, if you recall, ticker UNH. So we sold out of American Waterworks, ticker AWK. This is a utility company, but we did receive their last dividend, $97.08 there also on the 3rd. Then we jump down to June 10th. Johnson & Johnson, ticker JNJ, out of the healthcare sector, paid us $163.85. Jumping over to Friday the 13th here, scary, but not because of the dividends we received from Pfizer, ticker PFE, out of the healthcare sector as well, $247.01, and that is our largest payer for the month of June here. Jumping down to a Monday, June 16th, NextEra Energy paid us $114.54. This is also out of the utility sector like AWK, but we still hold this one unlike AWK there. Google here, ticker GOOGL. I know it's out of the communication sector, but I have this one listed out of the information technology sector in my portfolio. I believe that's where it belongs. That's where I'm going to keep it. So this technology company, and that's what I'm going to call it, paid us $29.01 here. Jumping down to the 24th, UNH, there's the one that we sold out of AWK for, and we did receive our first dividend here. United Healthcare, out of the healthcare sector, paid us $132.60 in dividends. And Monday, June 30th, the last payment of the month, paid us SCHD paid us $178.86 here. This is an ETF. That's part of our monthly buys, or I'm sorry, weekly buys here. We buy SCHD weekly regardless of the market, this one as well as VTI. And typically, SCHD and VTI pay out on the same month, but for this month, for some reason, VTI slid into July, but we did receive the dividends from SCHD there, $178.86. And last but certainly not least, Union Pacific, ticker UMP. This is a railroad out of the utility sector, paid us $80.57 for a total of $1,217.68. Very nice to see that dividend growth year over year grow. Now, this is not our largest payer as far as monthly payments and dividends, but it is up there second or third, right there in the top 3 for sure. Again, $1,217.68 in total dividends received for the month of June. Here is the total for the year, $6,256.98. That does include the June payment there, and I do have them color-coded, right? All the companies that pay out in January pay out again in April. July will be the next month that we see, and then October. And then February here in blue, they paid out May, pay out again in August, then in November, and then March, which is typically when most companies start their payments. March, June, which is the one we just saw, September, and December. Again, total for the year so far for dividends received, $6,256.98. And that is a very nice chunk of change here. We could definitely use that to pay some bills if we did not have the drip set on the portfolio. Right now, all of our dividends, when they're paid out, because of that DRIP, which stands for Dividend Reinvestment Plan, they go right back in and buy more shares of the same company that paid the dividends. All right, over to options here. We did have a decent month in options. Obviously, didn't hit every week with options play. We put them out every week, but we can only cover our end of the contract. We write the contract for options to sell, and then someone's got to buy it on the other end. But these are the ones we did run. You can see here on the second, we ran a couple different covered calls, which means I own enough shares. One contract, the -1, represents one contract, would be 100 shares. -3 would be 300 shares. -2, 200 shares. -3, 300 shares. Each contract representing 100 shares. So with them being covered calls, which all of them are, that means I own the shares that I'm running options on. This one was for Kroger. We ran 3 contracts on OHI, Omega Healthcare Investors here, all on the second. You can see the totals here towards the right. And then the 23rd, we had another pretty good day there, running 2 contracts on Cisco, ticker CSCO, and then AT&T ran 3 contracts there on ticker T. Total received in options premium, $161.19 total. Total options for the year, not as good as it was last year, at least not so far, but it's not terrible. $746.19. You can see the breakdown here on the left. Obviously, January started out very, very slow, but this is our third highest month so far. So starting to get our legs underneath us. We'd like to see every month be like April or a little better, but obviously ups and downs of the market impact options. And again, you have to have 2 sides of the contract. One you're writing, and someone's got to buy it on the other end. So we only control one side. All right, June cash flow with options and dividends received, $1,378.87. Very nice to see. Again, that would definitely pay some bills, definitely some insurance, maybe some groceries if I wanted to use it for that, taking my wife out to dinner if I wanted to do that. But again, we do have the drip set, so all of this goes right back into the portfolio, including options premium. We use that to buy stocks on the week that we receive the options premium. Total dividends to date, we already saw that, $6,256.98. Same thing with options. We've seen that on the previous slide, $746.19, which gives us total cash flow to date of $7,003.17. And our June year-over-year increase, you can see that there's that $1,217.68 we received. That represents a 21.74% increase. And it's estimated, right? I'd have to go out a couple different more digits to get it right on. But 21.74% increase from last year is very nice to see year over year. And I am going to keep all of the years. We started the portfolio back here in 2021. So you can see that stair step up month over month, quarter over quarter, year over year. So very nice to see. And that's what I wanted to show you. Outside of this one outlier here, which also happened to be in June a couple years back in 2022, we held LyondellBasell back here, and we received a huge special dividend, which jumped these dividends up, but then they dropped back in 2023. So outside of that year, or that month, I mean, you're definitely seeing a nice steady stair step up in every single column, again, except for this one outlier right here. And that's what dividend growth investing is about. It might be a slow boil, so to speak, but over time, your income will grow from those dividends that you receive as you add new capital. As those companies pay out dividends, those dividends get reinvested, and as they raise their dividends over time. Those are all the ways that add to that snowball, and the hill that snowball is rolling down is time. So the longer you let time do its thing, the more that snowball will grow. And again, that's what I'm trying to show here, year over year, month over month, quarter over quarter, for those of you who may be just getting into dividend investing. And I get it, it's slow. You start to see just pennies trickling in, and then those pennies turn into dollars, and then those dollars turn into tens or hundreds of dollars, and then eventually thousands of dollars, as you see here. So it does take some time. Stick with it. Don't get discouraged. I know there's going to be a lot of naysayers out there. You know, oh, 15 cents, that's a joke. I remember getting those 15 cents, 20 cents, 17 cents, 35 cents in dividends and thinking the same thing. Man, this is really slow. I might have $1,000 invested and I'm only getting a couple pennies here. But again, time does work in your favor, and time's going to pass anyway. So you might as well let it work in your favor instead of going the opposite way where time is passing and you are not building any wealth as you go along. All right, well, that was really it. I hope you had a great 4th of July yesterday and are enjoying your 4th of July weekend. I just wanted to jump in and wrap up the month of June, and then I'm going to go back to enjoying my 4th of July weekend as well. Still have some friends over from last night. We had a barbecue yesterday, had a really good time, spent some time out on the lake, on the jet skis and in the pool. A lot of kids over. My friends, or my daughters had some friends over. We had some friends over. So very good time. Hopefully everyone was safe out there. And we will see you in the next one. Really appreciate it. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up. Ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Join us on this journey of financial freedom. Join the Vested Interest community. Drop a comment down below. Again, let me know what dividends you received for the month of June. What companies paid you out? Do we have any of the same? Would love to hear from you down in the comment section below. And let me know how your 4th of July went. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, or suggestions for future topics. So if you have a company you'd like me to cover in that Stock Pick of the Day series that I mentioned as well, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. I'll work it into the rotation. And again, one more reason to hit all those buttons down there in the notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed, all of that. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for wrapping up June with me. And we will see you in the next one. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing in general, educational, and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and selection criteria, or seek the advice counsel of a certified financial advisor.